Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of the Ninja Warrior Podcast. A very special episode, as of the day you are probably seeing this, we have been doing this podcast for 2 years. I mean, I don't think I ever thought we'd get to this point, but here we are. Yeah, so the three of us, technically speaking, we've been doing this for 2 years in time. The first podcast went up on January 17th, 2020. And we've been doing it ever since. Yeah, it's been a wild ride. But today, we are not covering Sasuke 39. We had planned to, the last 2 weeks, but we fucked up with scheduling. So now, we finally have the time to do this. And the only reason I'm not doing Sasuke right now, because the anniversary, kind of have to do that first. So, yeah, but anyway, today's plan, we're going to be watching one of the first podcasts ever filmed. And this was not even on YouTube, technically speaking. This is over almost 3 years old. And is from April 2019. Yes, this was right before AW11. This was in the midst of AW Junior. I'm pretty sure it was almost done by this point. But, either way, this was our very first podcast. It had all three of us doing it improv as hell. And you could tell. Yeah, we had only just recently became friends as of the time of recording that video. I think we became friends a month ago at that point. Yeah, we're just let's just do a podcast, Yeah, the main reason why I decided to do a podcast was the Armchair Ninja podcast. Until late and very early 2020, they did podcasts every week with a ninja, but they decided to quit due to the COVID crisis and all that stuff. How life was just getting really hard for them. So while they still cover whatever the new season and everything, they don't do it regularly, which really sucks. And it's kind of ironic that we started doing things almost as soon as they left, because we've kind of just replaced them in a way. Yeah, technically speaking. Yeah, I've even talked to them on a couple of occasions for advice, on the State 5 Ninja Awards. I got the consent on it and stuff and asked. And definitely speaking, I wouldn't say if they've watched a couple of episodes themselves. But either way, now it's time to see what our first attempt at these was. Yeah, so I have never seen this. I haven't seen it since we made it. I'm sure John hasn't either, right? Yeah, no. One thing I do want to say is that, this is not only, the first podcast we ever recorded 3 years ago. This is also not the only one we did before this. Oh, yeah, technically speaking, there was a second one we recorded on, I believe, in, July or something, on the Seattle-Tacoma finals. However, I lost that one. That one was kept in a folder called Old Mic Files. Basically, we just kept a whole bunch of, very bad mic recordings that I wanted to save for future use, which would have been this. But when we went on vacation, that hard drive got corrupted. So those are lost. And I almost have a silver lining because I uploaded them to Google Drive to listen to them, but that didn't even get to happen because, I cleaned out my drive so many times, I probably just deleted it on the spot. So, yeah, these things happen. Yeah, it's very unfortunate, man. I would have loved to see that, but the good thing is that we have released of this one. It's an hour and 10 minutes long. We probably should have started this sooner, actually. But this will probably be a 2-hour-long podcast. Yeah, this is automatically the longest podcast we've ever done. And I'm doubting we'll ever top this, because I'm doubting we're going to take an hour and 30 minutes to cover anything ninja related. But we're reacting to the entire video here. Just the entire thing. And I think without any further ado, we gotta start this. Yeah, I'm pretty excited to see how bad our first intake was. Yeah, this is gonna be great. Anyway, we don't know what's gonna be in this. All we know is that it covered the season 10 finale, which was the latest episode of Ninja at the time. We covered that throughout this, and it took forever, so, yeah. Anyway, let's get into this. Yeah, I have to press play, but yes, let's get into this.
Hey everyone, welcome all back to our Ninja Warrior podcast.
See what he really hit me hard.
I'm John. And I'm
Crystal.
Yeah, and today we are doing the AW10 season finale. So first off, John, how are you doing today? For this week?
Let's just start over because general introductions only.
Just got a new Switch controller, you know.
I just went with the most random thing possible.
Expressing concerns about what is it? So spirit battles, specifically Dr. White.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Are you serious? Oh my god!
The podcast last week. I beat Dr. White.
We're not even a minute and we're already massive cringing here. This is great.
I know it. I might be overdoing it. How did you beat that? Well, basically, I just added all three of my stamina increases and put them back on each other. Yeah. So,
Crystal.
how are you doing? I'm doing pretty good. You know, watching Game of Thrones, dude. Oh yeah, what?
Game of Thrones? I've never even seen that show. I don't know why I brought that up. I don't know. Let's just play the most random thing possible, even though none of us have seen Game of Thrones at all.
On the air in 2 years.
Yeah, we were 12. Like, I was 12. John had just turned 12. And Crystal, you were 13, right? I think I just turned 13 at this point.
So,
Actually, I think I still would have been 12, just barely.
what did you guys think of this episode? Well, we didn't check on you. Oh, well, I'm feeling fine, honestly. Nothing.
But you need to consult you! Me specifically, yes. We have to consult me.
Enjoy it. But it does have a couple flaws and some weird stuff in it as well. Yeah, but I don't think it's too much to worry about.
One thing I want to point out about this episode, is like the mic we used to record. Shit! I was like, you sound like, I don't know if it's just the mic or the fact that you hit puberty during this time frame, but all three of us sound so differently. And I think I know why. The mic. We were using David's phone, I believe. Yeah, this was back when we did personal meetups, and we used my phone to record stuff because I didn't have this audio mic that I got from my dad, and it shows. It's like the best quality you could possibly get. Yeah, I mean, this is better because I have a separate audio track I can use. I can edit out any kind of shit I want out of the audio, and you guys will never know I put it in. Yeah, like, I believe, like, the average podcast episode, you edit out, like, a minute's worth of commentary. Yeah, basically. And just make it flow. That's generally what I have to do, and that's generally what I would have to do here, and I wouldn't like it. Yeah. But, yeah, you had to do it from your phone. That's just bad. Yeah, if you notice, actually, the background you can see on it, like, you guys are seeing a visual, but for the background, we are only using, you just see an outline of where it was actually showing because it's just like facing the ground, and we were just saying our thoughts, and it's just so freaking ironic now. Yeah, but just wanted to point that out. Yes, just for sure.
Just as long as we enjoy the episode, it's no fine. Yeah, so did you enjoy this episode? Yes, I did. I can agree with that. I enjoyed it as well.
Enjoyable sleeping hour show.
I really did like this episode. Although there's a lot of different... It was very disappointing with how stage 2 was. We'll get into that in just a little bit.
Just constant ums.
More on stage 3 than stage 2. But so stage 2, honestly, I thought there were more people clearing. Right. And
you can hear us moving around. Yeah, because I believe we sat on the floor, if I remember correctly.
That the ninjas who made the stage 2.
Stage okay, sure. Stage is a real stage between stages 1 and 2.
I would clear and move on to the second stage. I know. It's like...
Stop it, please. We can't help ourselves.
Would make it this time. Like, I was thinking like at least 6 people.
My 12-year-old self, god damn it. I mean, not to mention, like, this is the time when you were, like, in your depressive state, so, like, it was just starting at this point, so, well, you could tell. I was not comfortable doing this.
Jago is, out.
Wait, what?
Still, I still really wanted to see that. Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out what we're talking about here. Same.
Yeah, it was sad. It really was.
You can tell we're just trying to think of the next thing to say.
Yeah, but
yeah, there's not much dialogue here.
Really cool. I really enjoyed it, honestly. I mean, the attention. I mean, a lot of people were expecting a lot of people to get the stage 3. I mean, you said, and by the way, guess who won AEW Fantasy? Yeah.
I want to pause. That's because we have control of that. Think about this. Think about this for a sec. We did not do AEW Fantasy at all. Yeah, AEW Fantasy basically just like team of ninjas, gather them up, and see if they win, and just like gamble and stuff. We mentioned that for literally no reason, and if we go through this podcast, we improv and like choose different people. So like, you can see the difference. Oh yeah, for sure, man. I don't like it. Like you can see like the influence, and like we keep on contradicting who's on each other's list. I remember that actually. Yeah, but I think we're gonna continue and move on. But it's just funny. Yeah, for sure.
It's Sean Bryan is number 1, and he got number 2. Spoiler alert, but yeah.
Who cares about spoilers? Quisto.
Who picked? Who did you pick for in the fantasy? My number 1 pick was Josh Levin, and number 2 was Jessica Rath. Why? Because she's a woman?
We were making that joke even 2 years ago. 3, basically.
Honestly. It's like,
just have like a loony text in the bottom. You might as well, because like the amount of like silence you can cut out, David. Like Jesus. I can't wait to edit this. Like I actually plan on releasing like the full video for you guys, all edited and everything, just so you can see what this looked like.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the first competitor to step up to the field was Josh Salinas, and that was pretty surprising. I did not think Josh Salinas of all people.
Let's call him John. Yes, sure. Name him after me. Yes.
To be up. I mean, it just didn't seem. It didn't make sense. I mean,
you can't find words to say. I was trying to
Salinas.
say, my God.
The last ones.
I just want to die, and we're like under 6 minutes in. I want to die.
The money on honeymoon, you know, a lot of stuff. Hold on, didn't Joe Morosky, like, originally wanted to use the money to pay for his wedding?
Oh, that's random.
Yeah, right, AW5. Yeah. AW5, Joe Morosky.
That seems kind of weird to bring up, don't you think?
Wasn't really that good of a shot. I was lucky. If he would win the money, he was going to pay for his wedding with it. And that didn't work out that well, but it's funny how a lot of people have the same motivations if they win the money, and yet none of them do. Yeah. So it just... I
mean, it isn't now, but we know what we're trying to say. I think it's because this is like the first time you're able to do voice work, right? I would think.
Yeah, we'll get back to Josh Levin.
My God! I didn't even realize. My God.
Starting off this epic catching release. No obstacle. John, did you like this?
Course extension.
I felt like it was way too easy. I mean, it did took out a couple people, but
I think it only took out Jake Bowie first off, and second off, I don't think it was easy. It was more annoying than anything else.
For Wado, like Jamie Warren, for example. Sorry, but it's like...
move on, get going.
Move the bar into its place, then unhook another bar, then dismount.
What's just this
I didn't like this obstacle. It was fast-paced. I mean, honestly, stage 2 became way more upper body focused than stage 3. I mean, I feel like sometimes stage 2 is harder than stage 3. And that's just because every single competitor attempts stage 2.
I'll say I can see
that.
Yeah, kinda.
Fails it.
In some cases, but it's probably just because of the knockout weight, but I definitely would still see what you mean there.
Stage 2 was one of us likely this year. I mean, we were missing John Waskey, Ryan Arnold, Travis Rose.
Brian Arnold seems random, so I think he's never on stage 3.
Yeah, just a lot of people who on AW Fantasy, including you. Yeah, I picked Flip as one of my picks, and he fell on stage 1 to fuck me. Jeez, what the language?
I mean, nowadays you just say fuck, shit, God, and nobody cares. I mean, who cares? The 11-year-olds watching my bag. Dude, don't count our audience. That's not a good thing to do. We want to shout like a meat. We want to shout a million different people.
Ever since the start of interview 8. I did not like stage 2 or the national finals as a whole. I mean, I've expressed a lot of my issues with stage 1 for the last couple of years, but it bears repeating. I don't enjoy the stage, and I know a lot of people do like it, and I can understand why.
I'm gonna be fair with you for a sec here, Crystal. Yes. I actually didn't mind stage 2 for season 9, so I don't know what the fuck I'm arguing with you about. I mean, you were 12, so... I mean, you had only turned 12, I think a month and a half ago at this point. Yeah, my birthday's on March 6th, and this was filmed, I think, on the 28th of April. I don't know for sure, but... But I'm just saying, like... You can tell. Yeah, talking wasn't really your strong suit. Not really ours either. Even so, like, it's not even our strong suit now. Yeah, it's like if you just, like, rewatch the old gaming headband stuff, you can tell. At least then we had something to comment on. You were just, like, trying our best to try to formulate words, and it just doesn't work. Doesn't work. The intensity is just, like, up here. I mean, for sure, definitely.
But just from the impact it had on the competitors, as to how unbalanced it was, I honestly did not like this year's stage 2, which included, but there were some good conditions like this new obstacle for the customers. Yeah. Next up was Deja Vu, and hold on, can I stop you real quick? Fuck this obstacle. Fuck this obstacle.
Blade it.
Like, I don't care what you say. This obstacle was a train wreck for competitors. I mean,
you're not wrong.
But it felt like it wasn't meant for stage 2. It felt like it was meant for a city finals course.
Oh, I remember driving that point onto the ground.
A nice obstacle in the city finals. That's where I felt like this obstacle would fit. Not on stage 2, where it knocks out almost half the competitor pool. I mean, over...
I don't even know if it was the number one weight cutting. It might have been.
It's just depressing. I hated seeing this. The stage of, I mean, honestly, it was a dynamic obstacle, but it wasn't meant for stage 2, in my opinion. Jesus, God, I mean, you were negative. I'm sorry, it's just how I feel. I mean, that doesn't justify it at all, though. But someone just has to say the F word 3 times, I think. I said...
Why do I care about cussing, then? I don't know, I mean, we regularly cuss and no one cares. Well, because, like, not even half our viewership actually watches the podcast, so it's just like, yeah, sure. Yeah.
Where's the Kevin Carbone for me? We're having this up to read. Yeah.
Thanks, Carbone.
You did a really good job.
This is great.
The
best idea.
It's just that
ever.
How it's
my goodness, I'm looking at my voice here.
Is really yeah. Again, I just don't think it was meant for stage 2. I'm not really sure at that. I mean, I feel like they probably could have fit it in if they, like, like, it might have been a good first obstacle, or hell no. It's not even a good third obstacle.
I was gonna say, I didn't work out that well.
Last season. That thing actually was awesome. Let's say it's a legend. I mean, take one of the fails, Thomas Stillings. He gets off the thing, but then since the balls are tethered to each other, he falls because the other ball brings him down, and that's just really sad. And Thomas Stillings, I mean, come on. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we covered that fail later too, so it doesn't really matter.
We have one last new obstacle. What is it? We have the water walls. Finally.
Fuck this
Now,
obstacle.
I wanna say
Yes,
something
Squirrel. Just
about this about the final obstacles for stage 2. So we have the wall flip for the first 7 years of AEW. And my problem with the wall flip and wall whip is the fact that they're all just time wasters. There's not really
yeah, but just like go to Southgate. I think the entire stage too. Yeah, I think the salmon ladder is literally the only obstacle that isn't a time waster.
Seasons 1 through 6, there was absolutely no way to fail the final obstacle of stage 1 aside from timing out.
There still isn't, right? Aside from falling shelves, there still wasn't. Yeah, even at the time. I don't know why I made this argument at all.
But at least blew up a better chance of people timing out. And I really did like the fact that they finally decided to go underwater. Because like Sasuke has been doing it for a very long while. I know, with the, what's it called, the backstream. Oh yeah, the backstream.
I was gonna say, are you gonna sit there and forget about it? I do remember just like trying to think of something for like a minute straight. I don't know if I'm remembering one was in the other one, but I remember just sitting for like a minute trying to think of something and none of you guys were chiming in.
Oh yeah, we'll get to that in a little bit. But yeah, this is like, water walls, I did enjoy it. I liked how the doors weren't, like, easy. Like, all of them were left in a different way. One was horizontally, where you put the thing horizontally. One was pulling it upwards, and the other was turning it plank, I believe. Yeah. Honestly, I like this obstacle. I thought it would time out a lot more people than it did. Well, not many people who got to it. I'm just saying, I felt like more people will get to it.
Did time out flip next season? Oh yeah, true.
That was really its job. I mean, I know one person did, but we'll get to that in a while. But
only one.
I just feel like.
I mean, it was very deadly, but
like,
I mean, when like 20 people attempted, no one fails.
The water walls, I really did enjoy the water walls. There was tension, and all the ninjas. Was like with goggles and everything. They were determined to finish the obstacle, and the problem was no one really made it there, and everyone else who was wearing the goggles on the neck during the course fell somewhere else, like Adam Whale. So, yeah.
What a spoiler right there.
So, Crisscross Salmon Ladder was alright. Again, my favorite version of the Salmon Ladder. Right on stage 2 as all most dynamic. We also had the Swing Surfer, which unlike last year took out absolutely no one. So I kind of felt like that obstacle just didn't exist for competitors.
Yeah, I just like the long jump.
Flip, only it would have been more relevant, but not by much. Yeah. And we had Wingnut Alley, which I don't think we need to say any more BS about.
Any more BS?
About it anymore. Like,
Jesus Christ!
Oh, come on. You know what went on in it a little bit. Yeah. So anyway, back to Josh. So that's on the obstacles. I kind of like it, but again, and by the way, the time limit for the stage. This is probably the way it comes in. 4 minutes and 30 seconds. What? That is way too long. I mean, I was talking about when we did AW 8 stage 2. I was even complaining about the time there.
We never covered that.
30 seconds.
I remember when we set like a common time line, and it was just like, what? I remember we did like the outro of this. It made no sense, but who cared?
Much. I mean, even Sasuke stage 2 is a little too long in terms of like time limits.
No, it's pretty nice. It's just doesn't feel like
timed out. I know. They give them way too much time that no one does time out. In fact, Speaking of which, I think the timeout we got this year, if I wasn't mistaken, it's the first timeout we've ever gotten on stage 2.
Yeah, that
Right?
is actually correct.
Yeah,
Wiki points that out, I'm pretty sure, actually.
Right? Stage 2 normally have people going to water, not people time out. I mean, we've had close calls like Glenn Stephenson, but I don't believe anyone has timed out.
Technically speaking, Brent did time out in season 4. They just gave him the go, because that would be a compelling finale.
That is really surprising.
Really? Yes,
And the
I was
original
reading
Stage
about
2
that.
timer was only a minute and a half. Yeah, and that was back when Sasuke took it. Well, even then it was a minute 45 for the AW4 Vegas. So yeah, the fact that no one has timed out on stage 2 except for the guy we got, definitely an issue. Yeah. Yeah, let's go back to Jocelyn. Sorry we had interruptions 1, but he looks strong.
So unfortunate.
He managed to beat Deja Vu, which he wasn't the first, but he was the first to complete it, but he certainly wasn't the last.
Good job.
Nuts again. Yeah, this year he cut the wing nuts, the third wing nut, but some of the others last season, his hands just came right off and he flipped out. I know. It's an obstacle that you just can't.
Can't what? Quit so fast yourself. Can't what?
Daniel Peel felt that.
I hate trying to listen to myself. It just God darn it.
Saying that he was going
It feels like we're younger, actually, honest.
Yeah.
Two Dravios a 13-year-old, gotcha.
I
mean, I have mentioned to be done, but I am the older member here. Like, I'm 15. But these two low lives are 14. I'm be 15 in 2 months. Yeah, but by then I'll be 16, so there's a problem there. Shit.
Like, I was up on the wheel and my hands just let go because of how much they were hurting. It's just a feel in your hands. So Jocelina's might have just been hurting so much that his hands just forced off. And that happens to some people.
It just happens.
Yeah. So, anyway, too bad for Jocelina's. I really did want him to win. Want him to get far this season. Oh, he did. He managed to beat his record from last season. But, yeah.
By like 1 win nut.
Too sad for him.
Really sad.
Alright, sorry for that edit, but we're back. And next up, we have a fast forward of Nicholas Coolidge. Okay, why did I do this to this guy? I mean, I feel bad. I mean, literally, every single year, this guy gets fast forwarded pretty much in every single one of his ones.
I mean, this was like second obstacle, right? Yeah. This was the crisscross Samuel. I'm pretty sure.
I mean, aside from stage 1, he's been fast forwarded for the entirety of this year. And that's has happened with most years too. I don't know why they were fast forwarding him.
Because why not?
Just
That's a very good one. Because why not? I feel like so why they fast forward a lot of people nowadays in Ninja.
Like this guy.
I had to walk up and close the door.
At the end of stage 1,
yeah, just like go wham!
And all that, but it's just isn't worth it.
You know what would be more funny if like your parents interrupted you? I feel like I would remember that though.
Crisscross Samurai though. Again. And, yeah. At the top, he got past the second transition, but then going for the third. The ball, he just moved the ball right off it, and then just fell right into the water. That happened to a couple people tonight. Yeah. That is pretty sad that we're not going to see him on stage 2. That far. Yeah. Stage 2 has pretty much just been a nemesis to him. I mean, the last 3 years, he's made
there's like so many people who didn't get past it, so like NWO left and fucked them over. That's how you claim it, wow!
Yeah, I feel bad for the guy. Alright, and since he just gets fast forwarded almost every single time, and even when he completes the final.
This is the last one ever. Like he's always gonna be it since this.
Like earlier this year in LA, he still just doesn't get any love. And I just don't get it, guys. Why do you fast forward at this good-looking man? He's not good-looking. Why is this man good-looking? I don't know. I'm trying to think of something positive to say about him.
He's so good looking.
You know, we got fast forwarded. Okay. We went on this a little too long, but I'm just saying, Nicholas Cage should not have been fast forwarded.
I mean, I defend them by saying like there's not much to it.
Fast forwarded ninja, like ever, basically.
Oh, I think there's a lot of people couldn't even have that title. Yeah, like just like Sean Bryan, just like that. Yeah. That same thing happened.
If anyone went to LA this season, make sure that you shot Nicholas Cage's one.
Oh Jesus Christ, we're gonna be disappointed.
I'm sorry. Okay. So anyway, next up, fast forward of Tyler Gillette. Once again, failed in the third obstacle, but this time with Deja Vu. And basically, he fell on trying to walk in the first barn, and he just couldn't hang on. Yeah, and I like how they showed, and once he hit the water, they showed a slow-mo of him shaking the water off his hair. And like, that was so unneeded. But funny at the same time. I know. That was so unneeded. I don't know why they decided to do that. Whatever, yeah. Tyler, if you guys don't know who Tyler Gillette is, for years he's been working on AEW, and last year he finally got a shot. And he made the exact same spot last year, except they was away from him.
I can't heal myself.
Yeah,
he's like 5 feet away from the mic, and it's like, sure, this is horrible.
But most of them, the board just didn't cooperate. Speaking of which, next up was Casey Suhaki, who had his 88-year-old grandfather on the sideline for his stage 2 debut.
As always.
And he unfortunately also fell on Deja Vu. Got a little bit funny.
I love how he's like slowing your words and it's like Deja Vu. I had a speech impediment growing up, okay? I still struggle with it. I mean, just like still struggle. I mean, you still struggle to say it. Don't criticize. I can't help it.
Because, it's our show, too. Sorry. I'm engaged in this. I'm sorry. You may not be okay.
I say the same.
Anyway, so, yeah. I was thinking he would go to a Wing Nut Alley, Suhaki. Yeah, I was thinking that too. Yeah, I was predicting that he would go to Wing Nut Alley as well. But sadly, he ended up falling on Deja Vu. So, yeah.
How sad. Because like no spotlight nowadays.
Okay, so next up we have the Kingdom Ninja, Daniel Gale, and David. What was your reaction seeing Daniel Gale winning over not even 20 minutes into the episode? I was a little mad. I gotta admit, I was a little mad about that. I knew that he wasn't going to pass stage 2 again, just from the fact that he came up so early. I mean, I knew it was possible, but I honestly was doubting it. Just from the way we've seen this course, and just how people got taken out by it. It just didn't seem possible that Daniel Gale, coming up this early, would win it. And by the way, he had one of the fastest times on stage 1, so he should have won the last people to win on stage 2, but whatever.
Eternally,
so anyway,
I think the was like that.
Did he have a story? No, I don't think he had a segment. He just was shown. Okay, so
I think he actually did give him a segment.
Yeah, instead of having it all four.
One thing I want to point out is that something what we usually do is like we watch the episode before we actually do the ones. I wouldn't be surprised if with this we just wrote up a list of the competitors and like segment in the corner. Yeah, if we remember the segment, we cover it. I think that is actually what we did. We looked up at the
computers from the floor and just like, who's the next ninja?
Yeah, nowadays what we do is before recording a podcast, we watch the actual episode of what we're covering first, and then we just give our opinions as we go and take like an hour. This was not what we did.
Yeah, but this is like the longest podcast ever, and that's because we spent so long stalling. And like, I bet you there's like at least 30 minutes of audio. You can cut it out just because we're just so silent.
The lack of dialogue and trying to follow our words, I see what you mean. I can't wait to have to edit this.
Yeah, you can use a director's cut here.
Yeah, you can't. We're not gonna let you see the full thing. I'm gonna edit the thing together. I don't release it like that, and then you're getting the director's cut via this, which is us talking over it.
Yeah, director's cut, sure. My God.
You just decided to wrap it up in a ponytail.
My God.
That's ironic, because my hair's often like that.
Last long as he fell in deja vu. Yeah, that wasn't what I was expecting. I predicted him going to stage 3. And that
Okay. I was like, who am I? I was like, oh, yeah, we're going to
I
go.
was thinking that he would go to stage 3. I was thinking he was going to fall on Peg Club. Because like by then, if he would survive till then, he would have...
Even so, I think the pay cut sounds random.
Oh, yeah, sure.
More like the one kind of guy, like the flea runner, popcorn, and all that. He's not really enough a body guy like Molaski or Drew. Well, Drew's not really enough a body guy either, but he works on it, and lots go as far as he does. Yeah. So, but it was very shocking to see Daniel go fall on the third obstacle. Yeah. So basically what happened to Daniel Gill was the ball wouldn't go.
We spent like a million minutes on
Gill.
So long on every single battle. Now we'd be done by now and move on to the next ninja, but nope. Not here.
Okay, next up was the
There we go.
of Chris Wojcicki. And they talked a little bit about his having an accident with Michigan last year.
Late Michigan.
Yeah, late Michigan. Oh.
And
Yeah, you said Michigan.
It's Michigan.
Justin to get to stage 3 this year. I mean, the last 2 seasons he got to stage 3. He's got to very close to being stage 2 and moving on. So I don't think that this time was his year to go to stage 3. But I was wrong again. By the way, he was my number 4 pick on AW Fantasy to go all the way. Okay. I was wrong. I mean, even if he was only number 4 on my AW Fantasy, still, I was wrong by a lot. Yeah, he fell in Win Alley.
Like everyone else in the season.
I mean, you made a fail compilation if we know at that point, so yeah.
Have I made that yet? Like, I don't know if I had made that by this point.
I feel like he can do
This was 5 months of Tutorial, so I wouldn't know.
Yes, I mean, in the All-Stars competition for AW8, we saw him attempt part of stage 3, because, it was the relay thing and all that. Yeah, he only did the first 3 obstacles of AW8 stage 3, but then he had to tag it up to Naji. So yeah. It's tough, I really thought he would make it. I really wanted him to make it, and I really thought he could make it, but sadly, he just can't. He just didn't. Yeah, so a great year for Chesky, a great comeback year. I'm just hoping AW11 doesn't go disaster. Because due to his track record, what's he gonna do? So AW4 makes the stage. AW5 he falls in qualifying. AW6 makes the stage 2. AW7 falls in qualifying. But AW8 makes the stage 2. AW9 doesn't compete. So it's kind of like a sort of pattern with him. He has a good year and he falls in qualifying. So I'm really hoping that next year he doesn't fall in qualifying. Because that would just be really, I would be kind of pissed if that's what to turn out for World Justy. I know. Okay, so anyway. Okay. Next up was Jake Murray. Party dude. Yep, and they talked about how his stage 1 how he had Grant McCartney with the ninja shoes.
Cotley,
and,
sure, that's his name.
I mean, I feel like I hate him, so that's a pretty good insult.
I always thought Jake Bowie was one of the funniest and funniest ninjas, and probably one of the ninjas has the most personality traits. Because honestly, you can't stop this guy. He just has way too many antics.
That was like his last one, though.
I mean, sure, goofiness has caused him to fall before, particularly last season, but it's just like as a ninja, personality is always his best, because he's just always dude. He just brings a lot of fun onto the thing. Yeah, but sadly, he fell in the very first obstacle at the catch and release.
Good for him.
In fact, he was the victim of the catch and release. That was really shocking. Yeah, I know. I was really thinking he would at least make it to Wingnut Alley, if not stage 3.
That's an improbability.
Really, I did not think he would fall there. I mean, my lowest guess would be stage 1. But honestly, going into stage 2, I was thinking he would make it to Wingnut Alley, not fall on Epic Catch and Release. Basically, what he did was he didn't get a good push off the first rope, and he spent about a minute or so on Epic Catch and Release before falling. Yeah, about that time. And that was really depressing, because he was again another one who I thought would go to stage 3. In fact, John, wasn't he on your AW Fantasy thing? Yes, he was.
You know, I was like silently thinking in my like, are they gonna bring that up?
Yeah, hold on, let me check this. Yeah, he was number 3 on my AW Fantasy.
I love how you just like, let me check this, even though that was not funny.
Yeah, no, it was not.
I did a terrible team choice, because my number 1 pick, Joe Molasky, was already out. Number 3 pick, Jake Bowie, just got out. And number 2, you wasn't Josh Levin.
We saw a guy do it, but you know, he was pretty early in the episode, if I remember.
But I honestly, I know you might, wait, where's Drew on this? And I'm like, I never really was a fan of Drew. And by the way, we did a rule to where we couldn't pick like 2 ninjas in the same spot. So once again, David had Joe Molasky as the second pick. And
you know we didn't force that, right?
Yeah, again, we didn't do any AW Fantasy. This was like something really stupid to bring on, just like padding.
Yeah, I did. Dang it, me. I should have listened to you.
I'm gonna be upfront with you guys. I feel like this like better sounds like what we do off camera. You know, the improv shit.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like in order to get warm up with our voices, like for Gaming Headband or whatever we do recording, we usually just do like some kind of dumb shit conversation to start off. And this honestly sounds like how we would end up with that.
Yeah, I mean, come on. Are we even trying here?
Most recorded production, we're already bashing ourselves.
It's kind of the reason why we're making this, now that I think about it.
2 years later, just like, hey.
Anyway, we'll just count it. But I'm just saying, my team is pretty much down to the count. Because all I have left now is, after this all I have left now is Josh Levin. Because my number 5 pick, Flip, is out again.
There's the inconsistency right there.
And not even 2 seconds ago, we went over the list and, you know, completely.
So anyway,
disregarded. You can tell that we didn't actually do it.
Yeah, we should like wrote down actual lists if we really cared.
Just randomly go with it, just go with the flow, that's fine enough.
R.J. Roman. Yeah, another one of the impressive rookies. He wasn't a 19-year-old, he was 21, like he should be.
Like he should be.
What an insult.
And how inspiring is the ninjas. That's what I got from it. Yeah. So, he did good. He fell in Wingnut Alley, and honestly, I thought his fail was probably the weirdest at all the Wingnut Alley fails. So he caught the third wingnut, but he went sideways, and both one hand after another popped off and he flipped down into the water. And that just looked so weird. I mean, when you're watching that, it looks like he catches it, but then he immediately just slips right off, surprising you by a lot. Yeah. And I honestly thought, that's where I was thinking he would go. Waiting on Alley. I was thinking Deja Vu, because, Deja Vu is just an obstacle, so dynamic. I honestly thought he would have made it past that. Well, I was thinking Waiting on Alley, I was thinking the second Waiting, not the third. And I was also not thinking he would go out that way. I don't think anyone was. Yeah.
Finish the point, Crystal! God!
Did you have like a habit of just stopping in the middle of a sentence just to move on?
I don't know if I had a habit. I don't know my 13-year-old self. I'm just ashamed of it.
Lucas Reality, the first of the three 19-year-olds. The three 19-year-olds who made the stage 3. Stage 2 to go.
I said that 5. You said that 3 times.
Yep, I'm bad at talking.
And the stage 1 fell on, I think, the 5th anniversary of him losing his father. Yeah, that's pretty sad, but anyway, he fell in the crisscross semifinal, and again, that's pretty disappointing. I thought he would always make it to Deja Vu, that third obstacle, but no, he falls one short, and he barely even got started on the crisscross semifinal. Yeah, on the second move, the second one, he didn't transfer. On the second one, he just missed. Yeah. I mean, these 19-year-olds, I honestly thought all 3 of them were making the Waiting on Alley. And 2 did, but Reality just fell on Waiting on Alley. Not Waiting on Alley. Deja Vu. Not Deja Vu, you idiots! Let's go Samurai, that's what it fell. Oh, yeah, right. I'm not dumb. That we just mentioned where he fell, and then I said...
Don't make fun of yourself when you're already, we've done that 3 times now.
Already, just
right 2 seconds after you said exactly where he fell. I'm a complete idiot for thinking that. Yeah, good job with that. So,
just end it right here. Just cut the tape.
Dan Polizzi, supposedly this was his first appearance.
By the way, 3 minutes to be the longest podcast episode.
Yeah, that kind of surprised me.
Yeah, you're right.
I honestly thought that he would.
And we still have half an hour left.
Go farther.
Oh shit, you're right. Take me away from this torture!
I gotta say, good stage debut, and this guy is I think, six-time veteran on stage. 6-time veteran on stage 2. 6-time veteran, and this is his first time making it stage 2. He came really close in AW 8, falling on. What is it? What did he fall on? He timed out. Oh yeah, he timed out and the flying squad about a foot away from the buzzer, kind of like his name, who are we thinking of? The guy who timed out twice.
I love how they try to give us hints. We're just like, no, David, we want you to figure out that's Nick Hansen.
Nick Hansen, that's what it is.
Yeah, there it is. Just snap. There it is.
But, he fell in Deja Vu once again. And I was a little sad to hear that, but okay, good job to him. Yeah, it was actually the same exact place that his fellow ninja Dwayne Mears fell in his only stage 2 appearance.
Oh, Dan Polizzi, that's what we're talking about. I was like, what?
Because we're just talking over all the footage.
Well, you know why for saying
I mean, are you doing something like put subtitles?
No,
I
I'm
don't
serious.
do
That's
that.
Yeah.
By the way, isn't that your job?
No, I'm not editing this. It's too long. No, I have to do both things. You edit it out. Just do it.
No!
Why?
I'm just trying to simulate the end of time.
And he got fast one again. And that really made me mad because that meant that he wasn't going to make it to stage 3, and he was...
There's a possibility, right?
I picked my Indomie fantasy at number 2.
Just slap the phone, yes, yeah.
Can't call it Mike because it's not.
Once I saw Josh, I was like, I came in last place. Fuck me. So, that was really annoying to me that the people from my team
Should have picked Drew.
But we didn't actually do that. That's the problem.
He fell on the fourth. He fell on the very last ring. He just couldn't catch it. But he looked like, even if he got fast forward, he still looked like he might have cleared stage 2. Yeah, I knew he wouldn't, but it looked like he would. So, yeah. That was sad. I know he's going to do it next year. I mean, he has to be able to do it next year. Don't jinx yourself. Why are you not going to pick up my enemy fantasy again? Oh.
Pick someone that hasn't the beard sets. Okay, sure.
He's beaten stage 3 at one point. So, he's really capable. Although he's a good walker, and I just thought he would have made it farther. I thought he would have made it stage 3, but no. He gets fast forward, and that's a easy sign that they just failed. Because, Whale to stage 2 because
I thought you were going to say whale, like Adam Whale.
He's like, he is like,
AW7, and I was just already before. That was really surprising, guys. Yeah. Pretty sad with Josh Love. I also got him. So next up, Najee Richardson. I know, Najee. Okay, so after they talked about how famous he is, how inspiring he is, ninjas and blah blah blah.
Just disrespect Najee like that.
Pretty fast. They talked about his issue he might have with the water walls and how his asthma might affect him because he had one on stage 2, but he didn't power through it. Wait, last season? Yeah. And it wasn't really noticeable from the look of it. Yeah, I mean, he just went through that course with so much, I thoroughly enjoyed last season that you didn't really notice that he had asthma attack while he was winning that course. But, this year it was really noticeable. He kept on checking his breathing. He was the first to pass the weight net alley, which definitely made me think that he was going to quail, regardless of the water walls. But he timed out at the water walls. Yes. And he is the one person to ever time out on stage 2, to my knowledge. And that is pretty sad. At all things considered. Yeah, I kind of do wish that he made it, because he was really close to the buzzer. Yeah, that was so depressing, just to see him time out. Well, he probably only needed about a second or two to get to the buzzer afterwards. And that was depressing. Yeah, I know. Although, honestly, even if he made it to stage 2, I'm not sure if he would even be able to do stage 3 because of just how bad he was. He had a hard time breathing in the water, had a hard time moving around. And you saw, on that last door, he claimed it for like 2 seconds and came back up. But he was really trying to rush to get through that. That was just sad. Yeah. I was not expecting him to time out. I was not expecting anyone to time out. But Najee, he caught me off guard. There's a lot of people caught me off guard here, but Najee. Whew. God, and by the way, he was my number 5 pick for English Fantasy, so that was off the list. I don't know why you think I'm number 5. I felt like...
Stop playing it! Make it fancy! You know we didn't do it! God!
So cringeworthy, just so cringy.
I'm so glad we can't do please scam on this.
I asked you guys first off, but you just shut down that idea.
You're the one who had to go into a build your face in a fucking Q&A, and I commend you for that, but I just can't.
We're too socially awkward. We only like each other.
Everyone else, fuck them.
I just said that, wow. They're going to be timed out about 3 seconds before the buzzer. That is heartbreaking.
Yeah, for sure.
It's just a thing that happens.
It's just a thing that happens. Okay,
So,
sure.
next up, after Naji, we had a fast forward of 2 people. 3 people. Angel Rodriguez. And he's just a random guy that no one talks about. He found the class idol. Let's leave. Bye-bye. Yeah, that was basically it in a nutshell.
That's the segment.
Time in this season, he's a rookie, but yeah. But he found the class idol. Well, I believe he found a transition to the other side. So, yeah, that or he's one of the couple who just didn't even start it. Like Lucas. Oh, well, I know he did. He fell on the second move, like Lucas. And hung on.
That's your
after
point,
that.
dude.
That's the one that out. The pad wasn't even away when he fell, so that's just goes to show how early on the cinema he did fall. Yeah, we also had Mike Moody, who fell on Deja Vu. He tried to get the other one unhooked. He lost his grip in the middle of doing that, so yeah. Next up, Carson Royals. Damn, he also got passworded. Yeah. So this year he fell in Wiener Alley again. It was when he was the exact same spot. And he also fell in the exact same spot for the third year in a row on stage 2. That also was a little disappointing. I was not even at least catch the second wing nut, if not the third. But really, he didn't catch it.
Can't catch the second one. Let's catch the third one.
You just make a long machine for it.
That was like the weirdest thing on stage. I mean, I know she's little, and I know that she believes that and everything, but someone should have told the producers that that was way a little too far. But having the little girl think that whole magic or plastic little magic wand is the reason why her dad
She's like 6, okay? We talk about her daughter, but it's like.
she got the wagon when he was in
Alakazam, go! My dad cleared! Yay! Fuck!
Stop making fun of a 7-year-old.
Yeah, it's funny enough because I actually have a 7-year-old little sister. It's just ironic at that point.
This is Kilowatti. We talked about how he was probably the most promising rookie of this season. And yeah, so basically, how far did you think he would go? We're not alley. Really? I was thinking he would time out on the water walls. Well, you're bad at this, because we both wanted that.
Because you're bad at this.
Yeah, so
what a dick. What dicks you guys are.
Yeah, when he attacked
I mean, we're friends. We're meant to be dicks.
Well, I know one of my friends actually proved that one to me. Yeah, that one of the girls you hang out with always calls you like an ass, like every single time she talks to you. It's kind of a thing.
But he had a really great rookie season. And I'm really hope that if he gets picked for one of the teams in the All-Star competition, or even Team USA, which I'm doubting.
Both happened, by the way.
Team USA was already past this once. I don't know why, but he said it like that.
But I think he can do it if he doesn't have the 15. He'd have it. Yeah. And speaking of which, we had a closer one after Matisse. Was it before or after Matisse? Yeah, it was after Matisse. After Matisse, there was a closer one of Zach Day.
Surprised you mentioned that.
Who also fell in Wingnut Alley. Yeah, nothing else to say. We don't know what wingnut he fell on.
Well, now we do, because we have footage. Yes, technically speaking, now we do.
So anyway, that day, he was my pick to go with the funds that all the 19-year-olds who made stage. And we don't know if he did that. We just know he fell at the same spot as kid
Well, because of the footage, we do know that it happened.
Yeah, because I've tried multiple times to find archives of those ones, but for some reason you can't find a commercial blocks in alone, so it's stupid.
Particularly for this season, because they mentioned pretty much everyone, even if they get a commercial. Yeah. So anyway, great. Next up, we had a couple fast forwards of Deja Vu. Thomas Stillings. No! Why? Thomas Stillings!
Why?
I honestly thought he would
My voice! I hit puberty. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we all hit puberty on this, but especially like me and her, just like you can tell.
Just tell when the difference are, boys. Like, I sound so much more high pitched than I do
We
nowadays.
also had Mike Myers. They both fall pretty much the same way.
They never really talk about Mike Myers.
Yeah, Mike Myers, we don't talk about him.
What? Also falling out. So finally, we finally come to the Paper Ninja, Sean Wine.
Finally, god damn it!
We're less than 40 minutes into this episode.
And 50 into the podcast.
Yeah, and we're officially missing an hour.
I'm probably gonna cut this up into 2 parts. I don't care.
Why would you think that? Well, I felt like he wouldn't have a chance because just look at his USA versus the World Fair last season. His USA versus the World Fair last season. He went way too much right and pretty much broke his back. So I felt like he would make the same mistake or fall early with the obstacle. But I thought anything can happen. I also was thinking he might get fast forwarded, which meant he would fall. But thankfully he did, and he managed to clear. He was the first to clear. It was one of only 2, sadly. Yeah. Sean Ryan. Good man. I'm glad you moved on to stage. Next up, after Sean Ryan, we had Adam Whale. Pretty shocking failure. He fell into the first-class silver medal. He basically did what Nicholas Coolidge did by pushing the ball right off the trampoline. Pushing the ball right
Wow, the trampoline! Okay, sure.
Just walk at the trampoline, just yeah, and it goes off.
Right off the lung and ball range of water. And I honestly thought that you would go back and how he fell again. And that was surprising. Like stage 1, it's veteran after veteran failing stage 2. And a lot of people would think a lot of these people, like Adam Whale, would make it to stage 3, and they didn't. They did fall way too much in stage 2. Yeah, Adam fell after he completed last season. Let's pretty shocking. Yeah, so anyway, after Adam Whale, we had Austin Way. They talked about his I'm sorry, but his damn kidney donation again.
Damn kidney!
Shut up about that!
I mean, I'm so infuriated about how much they brought that subject up, so.
Talk about the exact same thing with him, and just not getting away with it.
It's inspiring. That's all we have to say.
Anyway, I think he did a good job, but you just can't win that. You can't win some things. But, yeah. I understand. So he fell on Deja Vu. I believe he was fatigued right when he started the obstacle minimum. He was going for this mount, but then, kind of like Dan Blizzy, he lost his whip when moving down the bar. And I honestly thought he would go in a follow, at least the swing suffer, but I'm not surprised that he unfailed. I was thinking he wouldn't even make it to stage 2 before the national finals. Yeah! selling his track record of not hitting any buzzers so far, too. Yeah. But next up, we have a couple fast forwards. Eric Middleton, the Bug Ninja, who had one waiting for mana for, and if he finished it too. Thankfully for them, and unfortunately for us, we don't get to see him suffer anymore.
I would love to see him suffer more.
Took us all this show in order to do that.
On Deja Vu, and then fell a couple minutes later, a couple of seconds later. Damn. I also wanted to see that about Evil Ones. Evil Bugs, because that was priceless. What's the Akbal's reaction to them? To the tarantula.
To the
So anyway.
Just you don't want to be a funny, you don't want to be funny video? What? I'd love to hear this. Every single from this podcast episode. It's just like just that'd be funny, but I'm just like, no. Come on, you gotta admit, it's a good idea. Okay, sure, why not? Just think it's funny. Yeah, it is a funny idea, but I don't think I'd do it. Shit.
Next, he also came over what he knows later. Next up, we have Drew Canuck, who fell in Wiener Alley again.
You can stop Canuck.
Got winners earlier. He caught the third winner, but then lost his web a couple seconds after. Making him fail, and I thought Drew Canuck would make it to the final winner or fail. Or even timeout, I wouldn't have with that. Wow. He even did penalties, but not very much. And finally, the next fast forward we had was Ethan Swanson, who did the Deja Vu dismount backwards, and he was the first known one that actually completed doing that. Yep. And he fell in Wiener Alley, like everyone else. Yay!
Yay!
Yep, this is the second attempt on stage, following that one. Okay, next up, if Chuck did NBC Jamie Martin, I bet you were very excited to see this one. Oh, I was off the charts. Jamie Martin was my number 3 pick for AW Fantasy.
What?
And you can probably see why.
I feel like that might have been an inconsistency right there.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because he made it so close last season. He literally touched the landing pad. I honestly thought if he executed that final dismount a little better, he would have made the stage stay with the others. So I honestly thought he would do it this year. Yeah. They were talking about barefoot one, and that was unbelievable on its own. But sadly, he fell in an alley again. Further back, he fell in the second wing nut. Yeah, they were. Yeah. John? Nope. Any comment? Well, they were talking about how he took extra strength on both days of the catchways. And he go focus.
Oh yeah, I'm single and I have to say something. Please let me talk.
I don't know. This was almost 3 years ago. I don't know.
It's sad that 2019 was 3 years ago.
Almost, yeah.
I really hate when they focus on one topic, and that one topic makes it so. Well, that's makes it pretty obvious that they're going to fail somewhere in the course. Or in Graham McCartney's case, not make it to Vegas. That might now just be that they just hint at someone falling. And that I really like and really want them to make. Next up, we had the last two fast forwards for the episode. Jonathan Stevenson's, who fell under
Stevenson, okay, sure, that's his name.
No, I don't. And just like Nicholas Coolidge ran away, I won one before them. Who's getting ready to jump? but he moved the ball off, so yeah, bye. And we also had Ryan Woodcott, who fell in Wayne Alley. Congratulations. Okay, and the final one was the real life ninja, Jujutsu.
He's totally out in jail now.
Yeah, this was before that happened. This was like over a year before that happened.
Photos of the people who were on stage too. Photos of the people last year. And how he wanted to revenge so badly, and how was juggling nuts and all that stuff. But he got revenge this year. Woo!
Yay! But I don't care.
Yeah, I was really happy to see that he was managed to get past Wayne Alley, the water walls, and complete the course at the fastest time. I mean, you can't ask for anything more when it comes to jujitsu. Yep. I was really impressed with this one. He had a mishap on Deja Vu, but other than that, this was nearly perfect. Very happy to see him on stage 3. Yeah. So, guys, before we move on to stage 3, any final thoughts on stage 2 and obstacles? I thought it was no right layout, but I honestly hated how they executed it. Yeah, me too. But the new obstacles, like Deja Vu, they were cool, but I felt like it was out of place. Basically, just repeating myself at this point.
Yeah, now we have already done it beforehand.
Anyway, one, six, three? Sure. Okay. So, stage 3. Let's talk about these new obstacles, dude. So, first off was Unguard, which is basically the flying ball, but mixed with the pipe slider. So basically, you slide down a little area, then you jump to the other side, and that ball extends and decreases. So, on the final jump, you have to stretch it out to catch it correctly. And both competitors got that. Okay, so next up, we had King Wayne on stage 3. Wait a minute, that was the only new obstacle on stage 3. Yeah, completely new one. For new additions to stage 3, we had the Crazy Fox from Miami, and the King Wayne from Indianapolis. And I felt like that would be overkill. I felt like both competitors would fall there, just because that obstacle is so...
Technically speaking, you said it's you did fall now.
Yeah, you're right.
And I honestly thought both competitors would fall right there. And other than that, nothing else changed to stage 3. Now you forgot one thing. What? The cliffhanger. Oh yeah, wait. The cliffhanger. It's basically the same, but they added some plexiglass so the crowd can see the competitors just better from the other side. And I kind of like that. It did change how difficult the obstacle was. Yeah. So the ones on stage 3. First off was the paper ninja Sean Ryan. He looked strong, of course. He was going a little slow and you forgot to mention something. What? Right. The money!
Good job! Bravo!
And it was done by who went the farthest, the fastest. Which is the nation in itself for up to 10 and 4 minutes. That's Sean Ryan. He's done the first 3 obstacles. So he done the first time. He got past where he fell last season in the wee jump. But unfortunately he fell on the shape back to the actual cliffhanger. And once again, I said that they would both fall on King Wayne. That's just so random. It was an obstacle. So it felt like a waste of time. Because Sean Ryan fell on an obstacle that I thought he would pass this year, since I've seen him do it multiple times at ninja competitions like National Ninja League and all that.
You could be an ass.
I don't know if I even watched those at the time.
And he also fell at the cliffhanger, but he got there faster, so he ended up getting money. But here's my problem with this. There's been a lot of people have this problem. It felt way too much like Ninja vs. Ninja.
You know, that was like a point by like armchair that you made.
Oh yeah, that talking about like wouldn't be surprised that if Armchair Podcast made that point too.
I felt like it should not have been for this event. It should have been for this no matter what. So I felt like you should have had to get to the body pop to build to beat Sean 1. And if they fell, if they did fall on the other side of the cliff, the actual cliffhanger, then they would both get 50,000. Split 50-50 because they fell in the exact same spot. But yeah, I felt like it felt way too much like Ninja was a Ninja by the end. And it felt way too much like USA was the world. Because that's how the heat took to tell me they were single. And I was always fine with that. So sometimes it just gets out of hand. So, that's basically it. So you win the money, and basically want to reflect on, so starting off with you, David, what was your opinion on this year into the AEW as a whole before we release our separate review of the series and close out on it? I really enjoyed AEW 10, but it had lots of problems, like for example, some of the endings were pretty bad.
And you know a bad ending, just look at AEW 12, it had shit worse of ending.
13 also had shit ending.
When it first airs on NBC. Why? Because when you're scrolling down YouTube, AEW 1's always recommended. So I'm just going down YouTube.
Till you mentioned this!
Yeah, I remember actually that.
How far compared to especially this season for stage, this episode for stage 2. Basically, like 19, like that, they show them on the wing nuts, and that makes me know that they probably cleared. They either cleared or made the wing nuts. That just spoils the whole intensity of watching that one. And sure, they only do some people with that, but I honestly felt like they should, for the YouTube channel, they should have released it until at least 3 days after the episode airs to give people time to see it.
Yeah, that's what we do nowadays.
Yeah, we do the podcast and like 2 days later we do the highlights.
The highlights that spoil the episode for people just scrolling through YouTube. I don't watch AW1s on the internet. Why do you? To make the videos, to edit them? Oh. Yeah, I sometimes use the ones to help me. Like,
if it's more dislike, it's easier.
Yeah, for the most part. That's generally what I do.
Maybe not. John, what was your opinion of this season? I kind of liked it. I mean, the Mega Wall was a great add-on. I feel like way more Ninja to get next year. Who do you think is gonna make the Mega Wall? I feel like my predictions for next year's Mega Wall are gonna be Joe Molansky, Drew Drescher, Travis Rosen. Really? Yeah,
Travis never even tried it because he got something like injured.
Of new people who I think will reach the top of the Mega Wall next season. Yeah, I would love to see those people at Mega Wall. I was surprised you picked Travis. Why did you pick Travis? Well, I picked Travis just because he's tall. I felt like he could do it. Yeah, his foot. Yeah, his foot just slipped right off when he tried it this year. So yeah. Even if he's gonna be 44 and he has an injured leg, I still feel like he could do it. Alright. And I thought this season was pretty alright. I didn't feel like it was the best AEW season. I always felt like AEW 9 was the best.
Oh, I even met.
What? That's surprising. Yeah, for the past year I always thought AEW 9 was the best AEW season.
Funny, because I thought that was your opinion.
I'm pretty sure I'm gonna do my ass again. Hey, can you say this for me?
That would be very stupid if you ever did.
I just felt like pacing and stage 2 and all that. Well, seriously, it did a bad job treating it. Okay. So,
What was that? What's
I
it?
give Amy
Just
I
barely.
give Amy Vincent a solid with 8 out of 10.
We've been
waiting.
I actually like nowadays I'd give it like a 7.
Money situation. That talked about a little bit earlier, but yeah. But that will be it for this week's podcast.
Weeks! Yeah, we didn't do any more about 2 months.
Next time we have some kids to catch up on. Next time we do an AW Junior City Fun semifinal.
You know we don't record it that way.
No, we didn't do any interview until season 2.
And by the way, if you want to follow us, you can follow me.
We made up Instagram accounts. I forgot about that.
Oh my god, yes, we did. We made up Instagram because I'm showing the podcast did that, so we thought, hey, why don't we? Even though all these accounts were saying are fake.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever even logged on to Instagram.
I do a lot of Let's Plays with him.
My goodness.
That's also a lie, by the way.
Yeah. It also cited his name.
Yeah, no, I don't know why we call Daniel. I don't know why we call Dan Dobby. Like,
Were you like trying to hide his name?
I don't know. I wish I knew.
I got me. It's on the Leo to One YouTube channel as well. As well as my Twitter page, Leo to One.
Yeah, that's my Twitter right there.
Technically speaking, you do have a Twitter now.
Yes, but I don't use it for anything. I don't use it for much. It's just a browser website. I don't post anything on it.
Let us know in the comment section below. Next week we'll be covering some AW Junior as well as our predictions for this year's AW Fantasy. Talk a little about that and our predictions for National Ninja League for this year. So yeah, we'll see you guys next time. With our AW Junior, National Ninja League, AW Fantasy, and all that stuff. So, we say see you guys later. Peace. Hey everyone!
Stop.
Kill me!
It's just like, this is just in my head because, I've just recently finished watching Amphibia. It's like, wait, it's like playing the equipment. It's just saying, like, kill me. Because that's how I feel right now. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I feel like there's an effect I could do with that, but yes, definitely, that was very cringeworthy and nerve-wracking just to sit through.
Yeah, our old self just like, fuck that.
Yep, that's gonna be this episode. That was a treachery.
Yeah, we recorded for an hour and 22 minutes. What is a normal Ninja Warrior episode?
Yeah, I don't think any other episode will top this.
If we get a longer episode, I will be fucking shocked.
Yeah, but anyway, thanks for watching, everyone. Thanks for watching us, our cringy 12 and 13-year-old selves, you know.
I mean, you could barely even call me 13. I had only turned 13 like 2 months ago at this point.
Yeah, but anyway, we'll see you guys next time to cover Sasuke 39. Hopefully on time. I don't know if it's gonna be next week. I would hope, but we're gonna see what happens.
Oh yeah, for sure. But anyway, we'll see you guys next time for that. And thank God that's finally over.
It was just like us waiting for it to end.
Just like 2 minutes left. Just like hurry up.
Alright, anyway, we'll see you guys next time. Peace.